What's going on, guys? My name is Vincent, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today, we are running it back in the tank. Oh my god. Tech roll. We are seeing none other than regarded as the strongest Earthling, okay, not being on planet Earth, the strongest Earthling of planet Earth, none other than Krillin. So, a little bit about Krillin before we get into his kit and things like that. The lore behind Krillin is that, again, when Goku was younger and Krillin was younger, they were both the students of Muten Roshi, or Master Roshi, as a lot of you guys know, the Turtle Hermit. So they have been best friends ever since, and it was actually because of Krillin's death in the Frieza saga that is what triggered Goku's iconic transformation, because Goku lost his best friend, right? So a little bit else about this guy, kind of like in my 18 showcase, this is actually the husband. Yes, this man right here got Android 18 to have a family. They have a daughter named Marin, but they've lived happily ever since the Cell games, because she solely contributes him to being the reason why not only that she was able to live and have a new lease on life, but and like turn human, but also, again, there was a moment in the Cell saga where he could have blown her up because Dr. Gero, her creator, instilled a bomb inside of her, and he had the control that was developed by Bulma, Vegeta's wife, to blow her up, but decided not to because, well, he thought she was cute. That's literally it. That's the lore, right? But no, he is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, Earthling in planet Earth. But that is neither here nor there. You guys are here for a showcase, so let's get right on into the video. So you can tell Krillin has a little bit below a medium style level of difficulty. He is mainly a supporter. His attack range is relatively decent due to a tracking ability and a destructive disc that also has tracking. He does have good strike resistance, but his burst damage is really where it's going to shine because of these two abilities that we'll get in a second. So, without further ado, let's get on into it. He has the passive Technician, an ability that allows for quick usage of skills. Applies marked to an enemy to shorten the skill cooldowns. Now, what does marked mean? It means, as you can see by that little symbol in the top left, and of course above him with the debuff statuses, it is for once you are marked by Krillin, it is for everybody to see. This is especially prevalent and useful when dealing with hits, especially the higher up in the level that you go. In ranked, you're going to be running into more and more hits, right? This is a great way to find him on the map, or just anybody that is in the clouds, right? So if you see that the cloud divine draw is there, you definitely want to make use of Krillin to be able to get people out of that. So hits aren't safe. Gokus that are holding their Kamehameha aren't safe. Piccolos with their Special Beam Cannon aren't safe. Everyone is not safe, right? So Technician passive is definitely the way to go. Rush attack, an energy-based attack, so he's not a rush mechanic kind of guy. The third consecutive attack is a powered-up attack that deals increased damage. If the powered-up attack hits, so that third strike hits an enemy with marked, it will extend the mark status. So the idea is to mark them and then immediately start throwing out rush attacks, so that way it can extend the duration of marked, right? So hits, really, especially late game, will not be able to hide from you and your team. Now, the main bread and butter of what I personally going to be using is mainly these two skills and Destructive Disc. It is not that you cannot use skill 3. I personally just don't use it that often. Again, just because I don't use it doesn't mean that you don't have to use it, because it's also a very useful ability we'll go over in a second. But the Energy Mine, this is where that burst damage comes in clutch. Place an energy blast aimed at a set position. The blast becomes invisible to enemies for a set period of time and applies marked once it is triggered. Shrink the field of view upon exploding. Can be detonated by another Energy Mine. Disarms if hit. So here's what I want to preface. So as you can tell by the image, it starts off at a dark yellow, and then once it is hidden from view, it turns in dark yellow. You can see it, your teammates can see it. The only ones that cannot see it are the enemy. However, if any energy blast, except for, like it said, except rush attacks, hits it, any energy based or any melee based attack, it will be destroyed, guys. So again, if you're dealing with smarter players, they will launch the Kamehameha and other ultimates, and then it just gets out of hand, and you're now down max of 3 energy mines, 1 per level. But mainly this is for, I would use it for more defensive purposes. If you know that a hit is backdooring, or a Frieza or a Rathan is backdooring, they're not going to be focused on getting rid of the mines first. They're going to go and try and do chip damage, especially if they are in a losing front or trying to get ahead. So it will be able to mark them and deal good amount of damage the higher in level that it is. Skill number 2, the Solar Flare. Krillin's iconic ability, and also Goku's. Fire a bright light that weakens enemy. Now, mind you guys, look at what this debuff does. Not only do you mark, you blind them so they cannot see, and applies all attack down. So again, when you're with a lane partner, if you're able to Solar Flare them, you don't have to worry about getting hit hard, and they won't have to be worried about getting hit hard. You will be able to support, mark, blind, and reposition if needed, but you're also applying attack down, okay? Lastly, we have Scattering Energy Wave. Fire an energy blast in a set direction. The blast path can be controlled mid-attack. This attack will scatter and fall when it hits an enemy or the command is re-entered. This has tracking when an enemy is marked, and will generate smoke upon contact with the ground. So again, not only do you have a blind, a debuff ability, a sheer damage ability, but again, it tracks marked and then applies a smoke screen so you're able to reposition as needed. Lastly, we have Destructo Disc. Look at that level 3, man. You're going to be launching insane amounts of Destructo Disc and damage. It tracks, marks enemies, and deals increased damage to those with 3 or more debuffs, i.e. Solar Flare. Tracks, marks enemies, and generates smoke upon... the number of discs increase at level 3. So, read this though. Tracks, marks enemies, and deals increased damage to those with 3 or more debuffs who are hit by a disc's center. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're aiming correctly, but if you can get them in the middle, it's going to do so much more damage, guys. So, without further ado, y'all know what time it is. Let us go into a quick battle, and let's tech it up with Krillin. Now, guys, I want your opinion. So, he's regarded to as one of the strongest, if not the strongest, Earthling on planet Earth. Let me know down in the comment section below, who do you think is the strongest Earthling on planet Earth? Is it Krillin or is it someone else? Guys, let me know. I want to know your thoughts. But, so the main thing that we got to note with Krillin is, again, a little bit of a squishy character, so he can get punished, so it's not like you're going to be able to solo and get out. He has nothing in his kit except for Solar Flare, right? But if you use it, if another teammate, the enemy, comes in, you can get caught. So you got to be able to know your cooldowns, know when to use it, know how to use it. The way that I like playing Krillin is very offensive, but also, again, when it's time for defense, I am tracking back and I am planting those landmines, waiting for people to come to me. And this is perfect because of Sparkly Stardust and Spirited Away. We're not only going to just be hitting ourselves, but our landmines are already going to be protected and covered, but Sparkly Stardust is going to cause a lot of people to try to be more aggressive and, again, try to chip at the tower, which means that they're not going to be focused on dealing damage towards the landmines, right? So the way that we're going to be building Krillin, I am going to go and make him bulky so that way we can have some more survivability. So we are going to be going for build up. Then we're going to be going into solid barrier. And then lastly, we're going to go into our backstab ability, because with Solar Flare, they will be blind. And then again, landing a skill after being seen is going to be what procs backstab. All right, let's do this. So let's see. We got Kale, we got the Gammas, and then we have a Cooler. I like it. I like it. versus a Gohan, Piccolo, and Oob with custom animations, and a standard cooler. Let's do this. Shout out Marin, that is the daughter of Krillin and 18. Alright, so the way that this is going to work, I'm going to go for a landmine into solar flare. Alright, so we do have to be mindful of Kale's passive, so we got to stay close to her. So can't be too far away, but we are going to be able to boost her nonetheless. Boom, so that's what it looks like. Boom. He is so good at taking farm, guys. I don't know where... Okay. I don't know why Kale went away. That was weird. No, alright. That really threw me off. Okay. Okay. That match will not count. So that's so weird. The other day, we just had a Piccolo that wasn't playing for a majority of the game, but wasn't kicked out. Yet this match did have someone, so it is possible to avoid a unrated game. All right, that does not count for that, but you know, actually, you know what? That is the Krillin showcase, guys. No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna run it back. But I do want to be mindful of time. I don't want these videos to be too long. So depending on how this game goes, I will kind of like cap it here because we did spend a lot of time covering the abilities, but I do want to make sure we get in some good quality gameplay. So hopefully we are able to get a win out of this. If not, it is what it is. You cannot control how it goes. Again, I am dealing with either random teammates and or bots in general. So we will see. Okay, perfect. Someone did end up coming in. Oh, okay, I was about to say it. Oh, that was a little long. Oh, this is perfect. So, skill 1 is going to be what is buffed. We now have Kale. Oh, Anime Senju, shout out. Blitz and Zekatoto. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for butchering your name, my boy. So, Kale is going to be coming up with us. That is dope. Shout out Anime Senju. And then it looks like Vegeta and Deborah are going down low. All right, so again, I did want to cover over what that last ability does. So again, landed skill on an enemy within 3 seconds of being discovered. So again, Solar Flare, once it's active, 3 seconds until I am revealed on their side, I will be able to, again, capitalize on what it is that I need to do. So we are going to be proccing that hopefully a lot here. All right, so we'll remind you, so Kale's passive, if I'm next to her, she does more damage, so we got to be closer as you know, as much as possible. But I want to help her get that. Ooh, shout out that Deborah. I love that animation. I do. Nice. I do want to make it a point to blind as many people as possible, but also maximize that landmine ability as well. Again, shout out Marin, the daughter. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So skill 1 is active, so our landmines are going to do a little bit extra damage, which is awesome. That's what we want. Boom. So, oh, we're not at level 2 yet. None of us. That's crazy. Okay. Boom, landmine. Perfect. All right, and Solar Flare. Okay. All right, look, mark symbol, that's on Trunks. And look at how much damage we were able to do off of that.
Perfect.
Boom, Trunks is dead. Guys, like, don't sleep on his damage. Don't sleep on his damage, guys. All right, let's go, go, go. Nice. All right, build up. All right, I am going to heal real quick. I did like that Kale. Kale and Krillin, man, that's going to be a nice combo. Perfect, yep. Yep. Solar Flare, they're both blind.
Gotcha, bitch.
Boom. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Solar Flare is going to go up to level 2. That was nice. That was so clutch. Yeah, I have a good feeling about this game. This is a really good start. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I do have to go back. If I die here, I gotta lose greedy. Oh! Gohan missed. That's perfect. That is clutch. That is clutch. That is clutch. Let's go with solid barrier. I want to get more defense. Perfect. And then, boom. Okay, we are going to go to Destructive Disc here. I am now going to leave and go help them out down low. I think they got it, but I'm just going to go down to support just in case. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Blitz. I am with you, Blitz.
Falcon punch!
Booyah! Look at that tag team, bro! You guys, please don't sleep on Krillin. He is the strongest Earthling for a reason. Put some respect on his name. And level 7. We are the highest, actually, the highest level here. Actually, let me help. Vegeta. Oh, I missed that. That was a whip. And then backstab. Perfect. So we are all set here. This is perfect. This is perfect. Yep. Flash.
Nope.
Booyah. Flash.
Ooh.
See, that's what oh man, I find that so hard to control. Alright, so now we are able to... Look at that. Look at that. Line. Yeah, the support that you could offer is insane with Krillin, guys. Now, right now, we're just going to play our game. We're just going to play our game. Flash. Guys, come on. Put some respect on Krillin. Put some respect on Krillin. What a double play. Flash. Flash. Yeah, look, it forces them to play back. It forces them to play back. And then now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just set my landmines. Oh, but you see, look, Trunks right there was able to break it. Flash.
Finish him.
And then boom, nice support. Didn't need it, but nice support. Booyah, Solar Flare is now maxed. Ooh. Flash. Look, like we don't even need to go for the boss. Like that's how like one-sided this has been so far. Flash.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we're just chipping, and we're just chipping. Nice, yeah. He created that slow guy. Shout out that Trump. That was nice. That was nice. Get that up. Yup. Oh yeah. Booyah. Flash. Got it. Nice. That was a good kill. That was a good kill. Mind you, we're boosting KO in the process, but we're also able to do our own damage with the landmines. The landmines are no joke. Nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. Look at all that damage, man. Oh, man. KO's taking the boss by herself. Nice. This was so good. Yeah. I feel comfortable ending on this one. For sure. I know typically I want to do 2 in a row, but I wanted to be mindful of the fact that the intro took a little bit longer. But also, again, we did boot up in a whole game just for it to just get, you know, wasted. Oh, I missed. That is so unfortunate. Oh yeah, this is easy. 100%. 100%. And don't sleep. Krillin can do some damage. Krillin can not just do damage, he can get kills. And level 3. Nice. So now we're chilling. Alright, so let's go over for this boss. Blind. Oh yeah, and we took that. And we took that. Let's go. Beautiful. Triple boss KO. Let's end this. We are going to bring it home. Boom. I love it. I love it. Well done. Well done. Yes, sir. Boom. Perfect. What a game. I love that Krillin animation. Look at that. The cue ball special. I love it. And look at, guys, like, bro, I'm going to give it to that KO. Love that. W support. This is what we were able to do with Krillin, man. Get a lot on the Gods of Destruction. Again, do all those Gekishin bursts, get an insane amount of kills, and then again, we're doing over almost 150,000 in damage as a technical character, guys. Now, mind you, that varies, okay, because my skill 1 was enhanced, but still, on a game like that, to get that high of a number, get that insane amount of kills, again, because the landmines do so much damage when not just boosted, but again, at level 3, guys, I highly recommend you give Krillin a shot. But guys, that is it for today's video. My name is Citizen. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Keep on staying awesome. Peace out.